Hey everyone, Xenocat here. Let's play Creeperworld. So, Creeperworld is a game that I came across a long time ago. It was a lot of fun for me. Um, Played hundreds of hours of it. But I was looking through on Steam and I saw that they had released an anniversary edition. So that's what we're going to play today. I don't really remember much of it, so this should be pretty interesting. Let's get going. Oh, I don't remember this intro at all. Alright, so the goal is I'm going to do this as a series of videos because quite frankly, I don't have enough hard drive space to do it in one go. So Um, I'm also going to be clicking through these little openings here, so if you want to read them, feel free to pause and then continue playing from there. First thing I'm noticing here is the updated graphics with the Anniversary Edition. It's a pretty cool little change. I like it. Much, much needed. The original game, while tons of fun, was very, very basic with its graphics, so the gameplay itself is pretty unique. If you've never seen Creeper World, I highly recommend it and give it a shot. There's two other expansion, well, I guess sequels. There's Creeper World 2 and 3. People pretty well say that Creeper World 3 is the best. I tried 2, wasn't a big fan of it, so I didn't move on to 3. But, um, kind of is what it is, right? And here comes the creeper. I want to say this is kind of a tower defense type game, but you don't have as much control over where the enemy goes. There we go. First level done. Let's move on to the second. Storytelling in Creeper World 1 isn't the best, but it's definitely telling a story. I don't have a lot to say on it. I appreciate the effort that went into creating it, that's for sure. So I'm going to take this blaster down, clear out this creeper down there so I can grab that relay upgrade. I should be able to take this blaster down and completely shut down that creeper node once this power collector builds. There we go. So the blasters themselves require power, constant power packets to keep operating. Um, the more offensive weapons that you build, the more power they consume, the more power that you need, obviously. And as you can see, there's a bit of a time delay on when the packet is sent and when it's received by the blaster. So, effective routing is very important in this game. Otherwise, you might find yourself, being starved and overrun by the creeper because it took your packets of, power too long to get to the weapon itself. So it's definitely something to keep in mind, and it's it's definitely one thing that I'm extremely bad at, finding efficient routes. I usually just spam down so many collectors that eventually it's going to find the fastest route to the weapon itself. So it's kind of the way I play, and I'm sure there's much more efficient ways to go about it. But I don't know. To me, that kind of takes away some of the fun. So this should basically conclude this level. Not too hard, you know, introductory tutorial levels and whatnot. Pretty simple. Once these relays build, they'll power the little node things, and then they'll open the rift, and away we go. See on the bottom right, I have an energy surplus at the moment, which is good. I'm not going to get overwhelmed by the creeper on this round. Alright, there we go. Level 2 done. So far, simple, easy, nothing to worry about. Piece of cake. Alright, Fitch, level 3. Let's go. Alright, let's get some power going. And in case you're wondering, I play on double speed because I find the regular speed just a little too slow for my taste. Sometimes it can bite you in the butt, especially if it's a little more challenging level or one of the fan-made user-created levels. Sometimes you really need that little extra time to think about what's happening, but for the most part, it's not too bad. Let's get some power going so I can build those blasters. That's really it in this game. It's power management and build efficiency. If you try to build too much too fast, you'll overwhelm your energy production. So if your deficit, the red number or the red bar down at the bottom, gets, full too high, that means your energy demands outweigh your production, and everything's going to build very, very slowly. So you have to kind of balance, um, you know, where you place things so that, only one thing is being built at a time, or, how many simultaneous things that you can build before you cap out your deficit. Right now I've got a pretty good surplus, so I'm not too worried about it. I can build fairly efficiently on this level at least. So as the creeper comes in over time, it gets deeper and deeper. If you see the elevation bar down here at the bottom, so if I mouse over this here, it says that, that elevation's 3 blocks high. The creeper is currently 2 and change and getting deeper. So if I go up here where the creeper is spawning from, you can see that there's a difference in how much is there. And as we move further down the map, you can see there's less and less. Once the creeper reaches this level, then it will spill over and begin to destroy all my stuff. So this is another really easy level. It's just, building on the previous two, kind of giving you more creeper to worry about, but it's fairly simple. Um, just cap off these 2 points here, and then we'll just build some power to charge the little totem things and call it a day. All right, the last blaster is charging right now, which is good. And you can see how there's a bit of a delay there with the left-hand blaster. It's not getting its energy consistently. That's where efficient routing comes into play. I want to get a steady stream of packets going to it instead of blocks of it. I'm gonna build a couple more blasters up here. Drop a couple. Well, that's starting to clear up. Really just need enough room to drop this node and we'll be alright. Alright, there we go. Consider this level done. Pretty good. Alright, we'll do one more because I think we're running a little long already, but we'll do Orion. Alright, so this one, introducing a new weapon type, the mortar, which is, in my opinion, probably the best offensive weapon in the game as far as managing large amounts of the creeper. Mainly because the mortar will blast through every layer of creeper. So no matter how deep it is, it will explode it all the way down to the bottom floor. So it's good for when you have a huge wave of the creeper coming in and really, giving you some problems. You just deploy a few of those things and call it a day. Problem is they use quite a bit more energy per shot than the blaster does, but to me it's worth it. I can't really think of any better way to handle large volumes of creeper without using the mortars. Super important. So I'm gonna get my energy production up and running, and then get some creepers in because we have to cap at 3 nodes down there. turn up the speed. The other thing is these power collectors, the green area is the area that they collect power from, and any overlap is wasted. So it's best to try to, build with as little overlap in the green as possible. Otherwise, you're not getting the maximum amount of energy production per collector that you could get. So I'm just gonna throw down a couple mortars to, deal with those little deep pools right there, which really aren't that deep at the moment, but then I'm gonna start working towards capturing these totems, and it'll be all right. Actually, that's probably gonna get destroyed. Let's get some blasters built first. You can see how many energy packets the mortars use. It's a lot. So I'm gonna start moving over to capture this guy up here, and then I'll come back and grab the two that are in the pit. Oops, that wasn't good. So a couple more blasters on standby. One thing about the mortars is that they never fully clear the creeper. They're not good at clearing like the single layer stuff. Alright, there's the first one capped. Second one will cap in just a second. And I'll get the third one just a second longer than that. If I wanted to, I could move up and shut these emitters off. If you move the blasters within targeting range of the emitter itself, then you can completely shut it off. Which makes the whole level a lot easier if you can get up there and close them down. All right, I am gonna call it there because, quite frankly, I'm probably just about out of hard drive space. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.